Hey everyone, it's Connie Stewart with SimplySimpleStamping.com, and I'm back, and I've got a really fantastic Christmas ornament project for you today. I think you're going to love this. One of my favorite aspects of it, well, it's just gorgeous. It's got such great dimension, and but the great thing is it only uses one sheet of cardstock. So how awesome is that? We're going to be also focusing on those fantastic frosted embellishments there in the center too. Really great little Christmas ornament or gift tag, because I think that would be really pretty on top of a package, don't you? Well, let's get started. We're going to begin with a sheet of Night of Navy or Midnight Muse cardstock. I'm using Night of Navy, but Midnight Muse would be just as beautiful. So a full sheet. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut this in half at 4 1/4. And then we're going to take those two pieces and cut them down to 3 5/8. Please don't hate me that I pulled out that 5/8 number, but we just want to have equal pieces. Once we have that cut, all our pieces are going to look like this. You're actually going to get 6 of them, but we only need 5. And at this point, we're going to bring in our lattice die. This is one of our Bigz dies. I love this one. It's really got a lot of versatility, but we're going to begin with just 2 of our pieces of Night of Navy cardstock. It's kind of a tight fit on there, but you know, I am trying to do this with just 1 sheet of cardstock, and we have an extra, so in case something messes up, we're okay. All right, I've got 2 pieces of those cut pieces of cardstock, and I'm going to sandwich those between my cutting plates and run that through my Big Shot machine. You're going to repeat that process with the other 3 remaining pieces, and what you're going to have is this fabulous stuff. Now, helpful tip from Connie, have a trash can nearby, because all of these little pieces that get punched out, they go everywhere. You've got tons of them. So make sure you have your trash can nearby when you're chopping those up, okay? All right, so now I'm going to teach you the folding technique, and you are going to need a bone folder for this one. And what I'm going to have you do is, you see we've got the 2 points up here at the top. Let's bring those so we've got the 2 points in the round, okay? That's what we're doing. So I want you to take that, line it up, and with your bone folder, I'm just going to kind of give this a light press. Just kind of pressing it down. I don't want to, the reason I'm pressing versus just jumping in there and squishing is I want to keep my cardstock from wrinkling as much as I can. So we're going to give this a press, and then this one. And once you start making this project, you're going to know what I'm talking about when you just kind of press that down. Okay, we're going to repeat that on the other side. So I'm going to fold it in half going this way, line everything up, and again, give that a press. Now listen, if something gets a little messy, all of this stuff is actually going to be hidden on the inside, so you're not even going to see it, so don't stress. We're going to do one more fold. So we've done this way and we've done this way. Our last one is we're going to go, so we have a point straight up at the top. And before I come in with my bone folder, I'm going to go ahead and give these points here a press down. It's just going to make it go together a little bit easier. Now, we don't want to go the other way. That's all we needed was just one of those points with a little fold in it. Okay, now comes the fun part. I need you to really pay attention so you know how this goes together. The piece that I have where the points are folded, we're going to make them kiss. Okay, bring those together, and then you can see this will just kind of fold right down. So let me show you that again. There's our points that we scored. Make them love each other. Bring it down, and oops, let's make that fold down, and it's going to look like this. I'm going to come back in with my bone folder, excuse me, and make that, give that one more little press. So it's going to look like this. So you're going to repeat that with all of those. Would you like me to do one more? I'm going to do it real quick. You know what? Actually, before I do that, my paper trimmer with the score. And I want to go ahead and show you, if you're just the scoring type, you just absolutely must score. We can do it that way too. And let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in here. The light color blade is the one you want to use, so make sure you're using that one, otherwise you're going to slice that in half. But hey, it's a good thing you have a backup, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do is in the track, I can see the track there, and I'm going to line up this little triangle here in the middle. And as long as I've got those lined up, I can give that a score. I'll go over that another time. We're going to rotate it and line those up. And then this one here, we're just going to be lining up those points in the track. And let me line that one up again. And we can do that. Okay, so this is just another way to do it. And now these fold much easier, but I just wanted you to see that really you can do it both ways. So we're going to give that a fold. Find the ones with the points that I scored, and we'll give that a fold. So you can see actually that goes a lot faster, but you do have to do the scoring. So there's the points that I folded. Mwah, mwah. And then these just fold right down. All right, so we're going to go ahead and repeat that process with all 5 of these. All right, so I've got all my pieces folded. They're all ready to go. At this point, we're going to be coming in with some glue dots to put this together. So we're going to be using a lot of glue dots when it's all said and done, but what I'm going to have you do is go ahead and press that together. And I want to get a glue dot right there in the center. And so I'm just going to press that on. I'm going to bring in one of the other lattices and making sure they're both open at the top. So I've got the 2 closed ends together. Line those up, press it together. We're going to repeat this process until we get to the end. So again, a mini glue dot right there in the center. I'm going to take that folded in, put it down at the bottom, press it together. And I'll go ahead and finish these up. Okay, so you can see I've got them all put together. I just need to close it up. So I'm going to add one last mini glue dot right there. Bring these 2 ends together. And there is the beginning of our beautiful snowflake. What do you think? It's looking so pretty, but that's not looking so pretty. It needs something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in 2 of the large vintage faceted buttons and 2 of our frosted embellishments. At this point, we're going to need some mini glue dots, and I'm going to put mini glue dots on the back of my frosted embellishments. And I'm going to have you put these on this flat surface. So there's a hole. I don't know if you can see that. There's kind of a hole there in the middle, but we want to put the faceted or the frosted embellishments on that flat side. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm now going to bring in a hot glue gun. I'm not happy about that. That's why I got to wear these. If any of you follow my blog, you know hot glue and I don't like each other very well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some hot glue in the center. Look, and I'm immediately going over with the wrong hand. Okay, let's get that little string off of there. Remove this. And what I want to do is to bring in my snowflake. Okay, see, these things are awesome, but then they get in your way. Okay, so I'm going to pinch in all those pieces, all that center, and I'm going to give it a press into that that hot glue. I wish it were mini glue, then I wouldn't have to be worrying about burning my fingers. So I'm going to just give that a press till I feel like it's holding really well. And I think we're good. And we're going to repeat that with this other one. There's only one last thing to do. First of all, we got great shine. I love that. And I'm just going to come in with some of our silver ribbon. And I'm going to take 2 of the there's going to be some that are single and some that are together. I'm going to use that one because I want to give it just a little stability. 12 inches of our silver ribbon. And I'm just going to tie it in a knot up at the top. And this is now perfect and ready for my Christmas tree to be able to use as a gift tag. Now, if you're using it as a gift tag, you may only need one of those faceted buttons with the frosted embellishments, but on the tree, because sometimes it can twirl, we want to make sure we give that plenty of room and plenty of sparkle on both sides, don't you think? Well, there you have it. That is our project for today. Thanks so much for bearing with me over the last week and a half as I get over bronchitis, and I'm excited to be back with you, and I'm excited to share some Christmas projects with you. I hope this one really inspires you because it's been one of my favorites. Well, listen, if you need that lattice die, the best place to get that is at simplysimplestamping.com. We've also got those beautiful faceted buttons and the frosted embellishments there as well. And you can find all that by ordering online at simplysimplestamping.com. It's easy peasy double cheesy. Be sure to check us out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.